time, Mr. O. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Good afternoon, at least here anyway. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee.
I'm slightly stunned. Phasers are on stunned.
You saying, I'm not sure I am ready for this. It's been a crazy busy anniversary weekend and all of
Thanks,
that.
everybody.
And of course, with the holidays coming, it's only going to get crazier. Hey, Divine You, good to see you. Well, as we have been advertising on Facebook and Twitter, and we may have mentioned on other streams, we're going to be doing a raffle. One of the first things we do in this show will be we're raffling off two things. Now, for our U.S. people, we're going to be giving away
This book.
Fiber Magic book. One, of course, and whether you're U.S. or from another country, we will also be giving away today a private video reading. And this one, we're not gonna like make it a specific spread. We want to communicate with you first to find out what your needs are, and then we'll offer you an appropriate spread for free.
Exactly.
And we'll do it on a video. We'll send you a link that is completely private. And so you will be able to feel free to ask us questions, via Messenger or DM on Twitter, however to reach us, our email. And so that's what we'll do for you this time.
And if you would rather have a reading than the book, or how are we doing that?
If you'd rather have the reading than the book, just say whoever wins first will have that choice.
Sure.
And then we'll see what happens with the second winner. If it happens to be somebody out of the country, we may just do two readings again today.
True.
And still maybe also try to find a way to give the book away.
Yes.
Also, why don't you show the book again, Mr. O? Let's talk about this just for a minute. Now, you may not be crafty, but you may know somebody who is and may want this as a gift. It retails for something like, I think it's $27.99.
Yes.
And so it's a very nice gift. It's a very complete manual. It's a nice combination of magic and handwork, fiber art. And it's really, really cool. So we are looking forward to giving this away.
Raffling it.
Yeah. And let's see. So we're going to get going first. Before we do that, let's do our collective reading.
I think so.
That'll give some chances for other people to come into the room.
Well, good luck then, Sabrosali.
Oh, has it, Sabrosali? Okay, well,
I wish
good
you
luck to you. I've got a list here with names on it, and what I'm going to do as soon as we do our collective reading is I'm going to use a random number generator on the computer to see which person you'll each be assigned a number. And whatever number comes up will be the winner. And if you don't win, I do want to remind everybody because Llewellyn has a 50% off sale right now. So you might be, I don't know if this book, it seems like most of their stuff is 50% off. So it's possible it also includes this book. We got it at full price to give away for some lucky person. Hey, Angel, you made it. I'm doing the collective reading first, and then we'll be doing our drawings. All right. So I'll let you shuffle and cut.
All right.
Not going to let you pick this time. I'm getting picky. So I hope everybody's having a great day. As I mentioned on Twitter, it's World Hello Day today. So hello, world. Hope everybody in the world is doing well. And it's no surprise to me that our card of the day ended up being the world. How does that happen?
Do you put them back or do you mean?
I do. All right, I am using the Crow.
Hi, Jenna.
The Urban Crow. Jenna made it too. The Urban Crow Oracle today. There's the guidebook from that deck by M.J. Cullinane. And the card for the collective is, Exposed. Wonder what connotations that has.
Sure, you'll be on the list.
Get you on the list, everybody. Relax. Let's do this first.
Is somebody telling Gina to behave?
What? Exposed. Alone and unprotected. The fledgling is vulnerable to attack. Exposed may indicate being thrust into the spotlight, and not in a good way. As a result, you may feel helpless and fear possible criticism. Exposed may also point to an open and free opportunity for the taking, as there will not be much in the way of opposition. Well, let's hope we expose two happy winners today of giveaway items, huh?
Well,
and speaking of exposed, I noticed there that Sunny was almost mooning our audience.
Sunny would never do that.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so after Angel Rivera popped in, I just want to make sure I have everybody. Jenna came in. We'll get Jenna on the list. And that's it. Okay, so we have this. The odds look pretty good, people. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the drawing. I'm going to assign numbers. They're going to be in this order.
Now, the giveaway is also for reading or the book. So if you still don't want to be in the running for either, that's okay, Jenna.
Right.
But you can decide.
And you can let us know. We'll just pick another number. So the thing is, I have them numbered 1 through 9. Marcia's first. Libra will be 2. Gina 3. Mama T 4. Subrosali 5. Sonali 6. Divine U 7. Angel Rivera 8. And Jenna 9. And as I said, the book is really only for U.S. customers, but we will offer a reading for people who are not in the good old U.S. of A.
You got one more.
We do? Okay, Lena will be number 10. All right. I wish everybody luck as I pull up my random number generator here. Also, do you want to make an announcement, Mr. O, about our internet?
Well, we were once again having inappropriate or inconvenient disruption of service, and Banshee pretty much flew through the roof.
No, I did not. Didn't I?
She got
talk
on the
politely?
phone. Yeah,
I flew through the roof that it happened again.
Yeah. Well, she went. Hi, Kara.
I'll get Kara on the list. You just made it, Kara.
Just made it for our drawing. Okay, so anyways, she called Comcast, and they are going to come out. They reset it, so they dealt with the problem at hand. We hope it's going to stick.
I guess basically the message I wanted him to say was,
Hi, Laura.
It's here. If we go down again, we will come back up live, but we are having these problems till Thursday, and they come out and finally, hopefully, fix the problem. Okay.
Okay, you have to put Laura on the list too.
Laura 2 is on the list at number 12.
So if you just came in the last few minutes, we're having a drawing for either a reading from us, a videotape reading, or the book on crochet magical work, fiber magic. So we're about to do that. So everybody who's here now is in that drawing. You can choose, or if you are international, you'll have to accept the reading because we're not able to ship.
Right. Let me move the card exposed. I guess we'll get that out of the way. And I am ready to... Let me get it on generate. I'm looking away.
Okay. I can't quite get there. So
oh my gosh. Our winner is number 11.
I can't do it. This is all wobbly. So
number 11, Kara.
Congratulations, Kara.
Woohoo! Kara, you have your choice of getting the Fiber Magic book from us or a video reading that we can send you a link to.
The therapy cat cannot help you make the decision.
So let us know right now which you want, because then we will offer up the other for another person here. So it is number 11. Mr. O confirmed that. And
Yeah, it is.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
So Kara, is it the book you want, or do you want a reading from us?
Okay, so you're going to take the book. All right, congratulations.
Yay!
And so that's the Fiber Magic book. So basically, we'll have to contact you for the mailing address.
Yeah, I mean, I can
How did we do that
DM you
last time?
on Twitter, and we'll get your address where you want it sent, and we'll mail it out to you. Congratulations. Woohoo!
All right, congratulations.
All right.
Okay,
So,
so now-
Kara is the winner, and
All right.
now we're going to give away a draw. Hey, this is not a booby prize.
No, it is not.
We do a fun, entertaining, and enlightening video reading for you. And like I said, we're keeping a very open ending. We'll get in touch with you, we'll figure out what your needs are, and we'll make a reading specifically for you.
Absolutely.
And we'll send you a private link.
Right, it'll be private. You'll just get a link to it. It'll be on YouTube.
All right, so I am going to get ready to draw again here.
You like crochet? Wonderful.
Awesome, Kara. But it's also about knot work
Yes.
and cord
Yes,
work,
Jenna.
magical stuff. It's very, very well done.
The
I love
work
book.
is beautiful.
All right, I'm going to draw.
Okay, for the reading now.
Oh my God.
What?
Well, these are random numbers, but guess what? Lena, you have won a free reading from us.
All right,
It's
very
number
cool.
10.
I see that. Congratulations. So, Lena, we will contact you about your own private reading with us. Congratulations, Lena, everyone.
Wow. It's just the way the random number generate falls.
And there will be more giveaways. We're not exactly sure when, but probably in the next few weeks we'll be coming up with more.
Yeah, we don't know how we're going to do it yet. We want to do some things with Facebook and Twitter folks specifically, and we may have something else out here as well. But we have definitely 2 decks to give away.
Yes.
One is a mini deck of the Pagan Cats Tarot, and another one is the Grimalkin Tarot.
Yes,
Both cat
which is-
decks.
Yeah, they're both cat decks, so
Yeah, so for the cat fans out there, this should be popular.
you're
But they're
welcome,
beautiful
Lena.
decks.
We will be in touch with you about your reading.
Yeah. So we will be in touch, Lena. You know what? I don't know if you can. Just what I would do, Lena, is if you have an email us at TFT.
Let me put it in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
He's going to put our email address in there.
And this is for you too, Kara.
Yeah.
If you're able to email us, I hope you can.
Well, I can DM Kara.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
you have that. Okay.
Wow, very good, very cool, very happy for you guys. All right. This is a season of giving, And speaking of giving, thank you, Gina, for that bark. So awesome. I was going to have some out here today, but I think we had enough sugar this morning.
Yes, it is a hangover. It is.
We had a couple leftover chocolate chip cookies we were wolfing down, so that's enough for now.
Okay, that sounds good if you want.
All right.
She's going to give us her email in the chat, Lena, so watch for that and you can write it in.
Oh, okay, we'll do, Lena. All right.
Okay, so let's get going then. And basically, I switched up my emotional exchanges reading. So a deck I used there, Clive Barrett's Ancient Egypt Tarot, I'm now going to use for today. And that's our 2 of Cups from that deck. Then I also have my Tarot of the Northern Shadows. I'll pull that out. So this one has more of a Norse or Europe kind of sense. And that's the Chariot. Goats. Looks like Odin or Thor. And then finally I have the more Britishy or maybe more like a Marseille style. That's what it is actually. The
Okay, Lena, I have it.
Dame Fortune Wheel Tarot, and that's Death from that one. It's kind of like maybe like an older Marseille kind of style, I guess, or something like that. I'm losing my mind. All right, so you?
Oh, well, I'm using the same decks this week. I am going to use them through Thanksgiving and then switch up a little bit. But here we have the Nightmare Before Christmas deck with the 7 of Potions card there, the 7 of Cups. And just felt like using these again. The Darkwood Tarot. Here's the Knight, the dashing Knight of Wands in this deck. And yes, until fall. Well, I consider fall kind of waning and over after Thanksgiving. Then we're in winter Christmas season to me. So here we have the 9 of Swords that is upright in the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, which I've really enjoyed using this fall. And finally, again, the beautiful Cyril Marchetti. Here is the card that comes up a lot for us lately, and it's the season of giving and receiving. The 6 of Pentacles is, I hear, from the Cyril Marchetti Tarot Decoratif.
Hi, Estelle. Estelle has joined us.
Hey, Estelle, I'll add you to the list. All right. And so we're going to get going. We're going to use also our Lenormand tiles today. So we'll be using that. And we're going to get going. Our first reading, I'll go through the list, is Marcia. And then Libra, Gina, Mama T, Subrosali, Sonali, Divine, Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Kara, Laura, and Estelle.
Okay, shall we use my deck?
I'm looking. I just didn't see it yet. Okay, there it is.
I have your question, Marcia. So I'm going to use the Ancient Egypt Tarot for that one.
Okay.
Sunman will take over all of my space.
My computer was here, which I'm sure was creating a barrier for the man to come here.
Yes, thank you. Once again, congratulations, Kara and Lena. That's so awesome. Appreciate knowing that.
Oh, what a day. It's been a great day. Been a great week. This is Mr. O's mom's birthday today.
Yes, that's right. Today my mom is 87. I think we might have remarked on Happy Hour that we went up there on Friday, the day after my birthday. It's about a round trip of about 7.5 hours, plus whatever time we stay there. So unfortunately, we can't stay quite as long as we'd like to in between our various schedules. But it was really fun. My mom's doing really good. She had some problems a couple months ago.
It was a serious problem.
It was pretty serious, actually, and she had to have a surgical thing done. And there was some hospitalization and some medication issues. You know, the anesthesia doesn't sit right with her sometimes. So very happy to see that her pain issues and her general other issues are fine. She has a nice new assistant, Cindy.
Well, we'll both pull, and that's how we do it.
Who helps her out with things. And Cindy was there getting her ready for her birthday party the next day. She was going to meet with some other nephews and nieces for a birthday party. Thank you, Laura. That's very sweet.
Wow, this is really interesting, Marcia. Wow. All right. So the first card I drew is the 3 of Cups upright. They're all upright, which isn't always good sometimes, but here we have the Hierophant upright. That is okay. And then we have the Sun upright. Well, you're saying here, okay, your question was basically how this person feels about you. We have only known each other for about 3 months. My goodness, I feel like they have they feel like they have good times with you. They really, really do. They feel like there's some kind of foundation here, developing, whether it's a strong friendship, some type of strong bond. I feel that with seeing the Hierophant card here and the Sun card here. It's kind of like they have a very, very positive attitude. I hope you can back that up with fact, Marcia, but this looks really, really good. What do you say, Mr. O?
Oh, Banshee.
What?
It's clear that Phoenix probably wants to marry you or wants to marry somebody.
Well, you don't even know Phoenix is a partner.
I don't know. There's a strong attraction here, or there's a strong component. of things that represent maybe bonding or marriage. So yeah, maybe Phoenix isn't the kind of person that you would marry normally. I don't know. But there's something really strong here that's romantic in some ways, and also kind of goes towards the idea of, some sort of sense of a traditional marriage or bonding.
Well, now, see, that's why I leave it open-ended, because it could. Yeah, I should have probably said that, because clearly, when you see the Three of Cups and the Hierophant, that could most definitely mean,
Okay, so you guys aren't going to get married. I blew that one.
That could definitely mean a marriage, though. He is not wrong in saying that. But I would also throw out the other options, which is that there is clearly a bond here. I feel like you have a lot in common, or a lot of things that, you just enjoy each other's company. With the Sun and the Three of Cups there, I think that's very clear.
I wouldn't totally rule out that maybe there's some aspects that say past life connections or something like
maybe.
that. I get that just from looking at the sun and its Egyptian motifs, and I'm just wondering, and it talks about children too, so I don't know if maybe this is just somebody that reminds you of, a favorite childhood person. The Hierophant often does stand for traditional values or traditional ceremonies or rituals or structures.
Yeah.
So that's where I was getting the marriage vibe fun. Maybe this person will get married and you will be a big part of, their wedding plans in some way. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of feel like with the Hierophant there, and knowing this is just kind of a bonding friendship, that it is saying that maybe this has, this is going to strengthen over time, your bond with this individual. So it sounds like you've got a good friendship here, really. It's very, very positive for you, I would say.
Maybe, of course, you were asking, wasn't it kind of like about what they think about you too? Was that also in the question? Thank you, Marcia, for happy birthday. So maybe they feel, that you are happy, maybe moving towards a relationship or towards some sort of sense of acceptance and understanding yourself as an emotional person, looking maybe for a relationship or looking for happiness. So I guess that's also what it could be saying that they think about you. Alrighty. So I'm going to do the Lenormand. Are you with us?
I was just looking at the chat, Mr. O, keeping up with the chitter chat. Of course we're doing the Lenormand.
I guess I'm right again after all.
What?
The gentleman.
That doesn't mean anything.
And the lily.
Well, I'm going to let you go since you're so right.
Well, remember the last thing I said was that maybe they were thinking about your happiness or about your possibilities of bonding with somebody or finding a relationship that you want to be forever or whatever. And so, of course, I pulled the gentleman, which could signify a male love interest or a male interest of some sort. And then I'm coupling that, of course, with the lily, which is talking maybe to some degree about adult kind of thing. So it may imply coming to a sense of maturity, ripening. There is a sexual connotation about it, but it may not be specific for this kind of thing. Maybe Banshee could help me out here.
Well, it is interesting you got this in a reading about friendship, with a woman, and it's a man. But I feel here that maybe there's something that you can share with each other about, your relationships with men. Maybe there's some common thread here. I don't know. The other thing is your friend attached to somebody right now? Because that's a possibility as well, that something might be, is something taking, does she have something she's going back to, a marriage, a partner?
Well, I don't know, because of course the first cards are supposed to be about how Phoenix feels about Marcia, but this could just be entirely different too, I guess.
It could be. I wonder though if it does have something to do with.
And she just started dating again.
Oh, really? Really?
So it could be, a little bit of both. I mean, maybe, she's realizing that, things are moving in a romantic direction for her, And so she wants
Well,
you to
what do you
understand
see
that.
there, Mr. O? I think, Marcia, maybe it's possible at some point you'll be invited to a wedding, maybe.
Yeah, right. Sometimes that's what that means. Yeah.
Right.
So
So, I
maybe
mean,
you'll
if
be
I
invited
looked
to a
at
wedding.
that with that, because I had a feeling, Marcia, I just had a feeling that the gentleman there, because the question was about how that person felt about you, that this gentleman relates to your friend. So, interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that.
So, it might be interesting. Well, you never know where this might go, or maybe the door is opening up to something else in her life.
Okay. So that's
Right.
what we have then.
Well, that's what we have for you. Little bit of a mixed bag there.
Thanks, Marcia.
But very interesting cards. Nice, positive cards. Hey, Libra, you are up. And after Libra's Gina, Mama T.
So maybe you'll have a good reason to go there, or maybe something, festive-ish. Because that could just be about festive-ish stuff.
That's true.
She says she's going there next year.
Oh, okay.
In
Yeah,
the-
maybe you'll see this person there too. It'll be an event with 3 of you going.
Well, she's going. Yeah, sure.
Well, there is that 3 of Cups.
I know, but it wasn't clear who you were talking about. The friend, her,
Her boyfriend.
or right.
In other
No,
words,
I realize
the
that
3.
now.
Okay. Okay, Mr. O.
We
I'll
both
be
had too much coffee.
Nicey nice.
Oh my goodness, I want bark right now. I should get up and get some.
Well, nobody stopped. Oh, wait, is in the other fridge?
I can be there and back in 30 seconds with a plate of bark for me.
I hope so too. That was interesting that it came up in this reading. There's some significance there.
Yeah, true. It sort of looks like that from the Lenormand perspective. So, all right, who's next?
Oh, I said it's Libra.
Oh, okay.
Libra. Oh, what was my dream trying to tell me? It's interesting, Libra. I've been having some wacky stuff happening in dreams lately. There was some kind of attacker in one of my dreams, knife-wielding person. That was kind of creepy. And a very vivid dream, actually. But it all worked out. Let's just say it resolved without me getting killed in the dream or anybody.
Gina wanted me to take the dare.
You go. I'll talk about my dream while I shuffle. Go run, Mr. O. Go on. Let Mr. O get some bark. We don't want him going into a sugar-deprived state while we're reading here. So basically, this other thing was when I'm going down to sleep sometimes, I get visions. I don't know why. It's just the way my mind is. I don't know if it's decompressing and then suddenly all these images just start coming into my head, or I am opening myself up more. I was seeing a bunch of fairies one night, and I mean fairies with the little fairy wings. There was different colors. You could see there were like iridescent wings on some of them. And it was really, really cool. Some of them were very, very drawn, slender faces, very pale. It was really kind of magical. I was like, ooh, where am I now? And I'm perfectly it's kind of like, I guess, a lucid dream in a way, because I'm not sleeping. I'm seeing it while I'm, awake, but just with my eyes shut. Mr. O is back with bark, and so is Sunny. Come here, Sunny. Sunny, come here. Come on. Come here. Hey, here. Yeah, good. All right, Sunny. Oh. Mr. Barkman. All right, Mr. O, I have shuffled these cards for Libra.
Just wanted to show off the fabulous bark.
Oh my gosh, when we, just open the container and it just smells so great.
He probably might want bark. I don't know.
We haven't gotten to Mr. Monster yet, Gina, but we will. I've already informed him it's coming. Oh, are you going to list who's coming up in between each readings?
I could try.
Well, we're on Libra now. Just a reminder, then Gina, Mama T, we're going to move faster now that he's got bark. So Rosali, Sonali, Divine You, Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Kara, Laura, and Asel. And I've got the cards. Let's get rolling. So what does your dream mean, Libra? You've got the Four of Pentacles or Presents upright. Can you grab that? And you have the Seven of Needles reversed, Seven of Swords. And then you have the Three of Presents upright. Well, you know, it's interesting. There's two pentacles here, Libra, and one sword card. The sword card's reversed, and the Seven of Needles indicates to me that, you know, sometimes you just have to bring things out in the open that need to be brought out in the open. I don't know why. You know, the Seven of upright is about spying and being clever. And I think that cleverness is still there, but this is now about revealing things, I think, that need to be said. You know?
Well,
I'm getting
is
that
that two
here.
sevens? Is this a 7 too? What
Nope.
is that one? Oh, I'm sorry. It's the 4.
Yes. And what I'm thinking here is the 4 goes along with that 3. You know what? I feel like you have to stand up for yourself in some way here. That the 4 is saying, stand firm on something. You know, sometimes it means to hold on to things, hold on to your resources, hold on to things. But for some reason, when I'm seeing it here, I'm thinking this is stand firm for, you know, for yourself and projecting your you know, that you know, that you are good enough, that you deserve praise for what you have done in life. It's the 3 of Pentacles, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you get where I'm going with this?
No, I'm slightly confused on this one myself.
Okay. Well, I'll go through it
These
again.
are
I want to give
pentacles,
him a
right?
chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm reading them a little bit more broadly. I'm not reading them in a material sense. I'm reading them more into a sense of you know, who you are, standing up for yourself and who you are. You know, maybe sometimes you feel like you have something to prove to others because nobody appreciates you for maybe the efforts you've done or values your friendship enough, whatever the case may be. And it's time to stand up for yourself. It's time to get that out in the open and stand up for yourself.
Well, I think it's about what your dreams are telling you, so it could be that too. Right. I guess to me, with the 4 there and then the 3 there, I'm getting the feeling, you know, that it's also about how you release some energies too, whether you hold on to them or release them, because I sort of feel that 7 reverse there is talking about maybe letting some things go, or maybe at least creating that appearance of that. So maybe the dream is saying that maybe some people or some situations are looking for closure, but you don't have to decide that. You can still hold on to the elements that you need to yet if others are looking for certain answers or certain direction from you. I know I'm all over the map with that, right?
Well, no, but it's okay. I see what you did with the 7 there, and it's okay. That's fine. And I was wondering where you were going to go with it because of the 4, you know, the holding on, but I see what you said there. You don't have to make that choice. Well, you know, we have some differing opinions on what this dream might mean, Libra, but I do feel that there is some kind of release, whether it's, like I said, to let out and let people know where you know, what you deserve, that you are standing up for what you feel you deserve, you know. And he feels a little bit differently. You're letting go. But you are letting it out, letting go of something. Or not, and it's your choice.
Bark. It's so good. Well, I wonder if maybe some of this is you feel is affecting your health or emotionally, mental health, or things like that, and that maybe this is saying, protect yourself. Maybe you need to kind of draw your ideas or your dreaming vision, whatever, to something different that's more enabling for you to be calm, or see less stress or less challenges you might not want.
Well, I kind of see how this fits into my motif here because, the tree can be about health, the tree can be about family, the tree can be about roots. And so when you think of roots, I also think of rootedness. And what did I say here? I said to stand firm, plant those feet on the ground, stand firm for what you believe during turbulent seas, and shift the energy from the sense of, I'm always here for you, but when do I get, when are you here for me? Shift it to standing up for that and seeing that, your needs are being met as well.
I want to just go back to the cards for a minute, the tarot,
Sure.
because I sort of feel like there's a real dichotomy between these two. One is saying maybe hold on to things, treasure certain things. This one may be saying, no, maybe discard things or maybe reappraise things. So I think that's just kind of interesting because ultimately it may be about what Spirit says you should be focusing on to achieve the most notice, the most acclaim. That is all.
That's
You're
what we
welcome.
have for you, Libra. Good luck with that. A little bit confusing, but I think we both had some interesting messages for you there. Gina, you are up, and then Mama T, Sublazali, Sonali, Divine You, Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Cara, Laura, and Asel. Oh, you didn't even save me a piece?
I wanted to.
I'll get some later, Mr. O. I'm fine for now anyway. I'm not sure how the bark will taste with my lime juice water.
I don't know. I don't have any water. So hopefully I won't get too thirsty.
Ah. Well, it's your deck, Mr. O.
I'm trying to imagine how that phrase works out.
What do you mean?
3 words.
I know the 3 words. You should. I love you.
Oh, okay. I was cutting to the chase where there's 4 words and then you have to answer something.
Oh.
Sorry, I cut to the chase. Hi, Celie.
Hey, Celie. We'll get you on the list.
Oh, that's so sweet. We hope you do, of course.
Oh. Doggone it. I thought it was the other 3 words. But that's okay. Those are good too. Oh, thank you, Celie. Mr. O, do I see gray?
I don't know, do you?
I do.
I know I do.
I know. I'm just welcoming you to the Gray Club in earnest.
No, thank you.
All right.
I guess you were right.
Oh, Gina.
You fooled us, both of us.
LOL.
So is the dream real? Should we do the yes or no, or we were going to just
I
do
think
3?
we should lay out 3 cards.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get first.
Huh.
What?
Well, maybe we should have done the yes or no. We got an ace.
Yeah, I know. We get the ace the first card. If they're all aces, that would be But no.
So we had the upright Ace of Pentacles. We have the reversed King of Swords. And then we have a Knight of Coins.
Well, you know, I think there's a possibility the dream is possibly showing growth in some areas, some potential for growth. But you know, this King of Swords guy there, he gotta make his mind up. He's gotta make his mind up, and guess what, Gina? In that regard, he's kind of a slow rider.
I sort of feel like this is saying that there's a very slow approach with whatever their intentions or whatever that question actually leads to. That it's not saying it's no,
Right.
but it's just really somebody that really doesn't know how to move fast. And I also agree with Banshee that there's this idea that maybe, you know, that horse that he's sitting on, you know, he doesn't want to get off of it, but he doesn't want to move faster too. So it's about not really being able to make a decision either, or waiting for factors to change.
So again, I feel that you know, he has to make his mind up
Deliberate.
if he wants to move towards growing something here. And so, you know what? Why don't we do a quick yes, no, and just see?
And that's the Capricorn thing
But wait,
too.
before
That's
we
sort
do,
of,
we gotta toss Lenormand on this one, I think. And it is your turn first.
oh,
I do not take any. Just mixing them. Uh-oh. Wow, I got two, but nope, that one's stuck in my hand in a weird way. It's the lilies again.
well, that was second.
Okay.
Tell me, who wrote the Book of Love? Okay, the Book of Lily. But we have the book, and then we have the lily.
Well, the lily's a very interesting card because the lily could mean maturity, but the lily could mean innocence too. The lily could mean sensuality, you know, and it's like there's the book here. I feel like something is going to be revealed about, or that you will find out, you will be able to dig up, you know, research, right? Digging up some research on where this person stands, you know, on a more intimate level with you.
Yeah, maybe this is about digging up that lily and put it on the stand or in the hothouse. I don't know, whatever is appropriate. But I think that the book is about uncovering information or about having some access to it. Or it could just be also, too, about this idea with your dream that maybe it starts to resonate and you understand for yourself what it really does mean. And I think it is also about, too, you know, people moving to grow on certain issues, questions that are going on. So it seems to look favorable, you know, in a way, despite the turgid nature of some of that movement there. I
Right.
love that word, turgid.
Did you want to do a quick yes, no, or not?
Of course I do.
Yes, we're going to do a quick yes, no
The
for
Book
you,
of
Gina,
Lily
and we're going to
Love.
move on. So, Mama T, go ahead and type your question, but we're going to give Gina a quick yes, no. Woohoo!
The Book of Lily Love. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Or maybe a bad ghost story.
So remember, everybody, just a quick reminder again, if our internet goes down, we will restart. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem, but I just keep thinking I need to throw a reminder out there because it could happen. I'm just hoping it got out of its system early today.
So how are we asking the question?
We're asking if the dream was real.
Okay.
You were focusing, right?
Well, I mean, I could think of a different way that the question is being
got it.
asked. Or I'm lying.
You would never lie, Mr. Scorpio.
No, not to you.
Yeah. Because I have that built-in lie detector. Just saying. Here you go. You want me to count them? Is this a weird deck? Am I going to have problems with it? No, I think this one
You can
says
do
the
it.
aces. Two. This is so weird, Gina. It's the weirdest leaning towards no I've ever seen. So here we go. We have the Ace of Cups reversed, which is just saying it's leaning towards no. But then we have the Seven of Coins upright. And we have the Knight of Cups upright. So what do you have to say about that, Mr. O?
Well, there's a lot of songs about people who say they want to and can't or won't or forgot or something.
There's something delayed here. The Knight of Cups, it's almost as if the Knight of Cups wants to make a move, but yet there's something either about the timing, fate, or maybe just the fact that they aren't willing to, well, they're taking a pause right now. They're not willing to make that move.
Right, so it could be one of those dreams where the dream is really more about your own subconscious feelings about it. The cards are kind of indicating that though anything is possible, it just sort of seems like there's this big pause going on here. That's the Seven of Pentacles there, the Seven of Coins. Like it sort of represents an unwillingness to necessarily commit to action. It doesn't mean that they're not capable of the action or that they don't want to do the action, but they're just really kind of not ready there.
Yeah, and I feel that personally, I feel there is feelings here, but they're just not ready to act on them. They're just not ready. When I saw the Ace of Coins in the first reading, I, thought, wow, that's the beginning of something, but yet there were all those cards signifying delay. And the same thing seems to hold here. I feel there's romantic feelings, there's sentimental or emotional feelings, but yet an unwillingness to act on them at this time.
Right, and that's the Knight of Cups combined with the Ace of Cups.
Wow, so getting back to normal stuff, really good. But not good. But that could explain why. But that's what we see here. So very interesting. Very interesting reading for you. Okay, so while Mr. O takes a quick break, I am going to get the list going here again with Mama T. Mama T, you can go ahead and type your question.
I just posted the list.
And after Mama T, well, I still read it, Mama T will be some. Oh, thank you, Mr. O got me some bark. Woohoo! All right, so we're done with Gina. Then there's Mama T, Sub Rosale, Sonali, Divine, Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Kara, Laura, Asal, and Celie. Did Mama T leave?
Don't know. She asked earlier if we would do a general maybe because she said maybe she was gonna.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I remember or find that.
I'm going to take a look. There it is. Just had to reboot phone twice. If I lose you during my reading, general, please. Okay. We're going to do a quick reading for Mama T. I can tell her where it is in the stream. Yo. Gee, Mr. O, you're so on top of things.
Yes, I am. No, you didn't miss your turn. Did I miss his name when I posted? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't make out what you said.
Is it pinned?
No, it's not.
Oh, then I don't know.
I don't see him on your list, so that's probably why I missed him.
No.
Is it on your
Cell
list?
is right here in Sealay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're on the list, Cell, but we were at the bottom, close to the bottom, so we haven't gotten to you yet. We have you and Sealay on the list. You, Cell, will be after Laura. You need to shuffle. We're doing Mama T's.
Isn't it your deck?
Oh, is it my deck? Well, you should have said something. I thought you took it back because you were going to shuffle. Sorry. All right. So it's for Mama T. And a nice general reading. Let's see what we got. Here you go, Mr. O.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get the list straightened out. It's
I apologize I
easy.
did it this way, but it was because I put the email address
okay.
there. So for Lena. Sunny. Sunny says, what the deal here? All right, let's see what we have. Okay. Well, Mama T, we have the Three of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Swords reversed. Oh gosh, I can't reach. And we have the Two of Pentacles upright. Well, Mama T, hopefully, I know you've been, sometimes you go through some ups and some downs. The Three of Swords reversed indicates this is a time, that you should focus on healing things that have been hurting you, If there's some, if there's some relationship that needs healing, maybe it's time to try to make amends or see if, you can get closer. If there's something else in your life that has caused you some sorrow and pain, it's time to, let the past be the past. Let go of that pain and hurt because it really should have no room for in your life, and it also may be affecting your ability to move forward. And also, if this is affecting another person, it may be impinging on your ability to communicate with them. The other thing is the Two of Pentacles is requiring this for you right now because it says you need to let go of this pain or this rift because it's time to regain more balance in your life.
Okay, so clearly, yes, there's some healing issues. I'm actually wondering if some of this is about maybe a younger person who has upset you because of maybe words they're saying or something they've said that just bothered you. Maybe it was tacky, it didn't help. Maybe this is a person you have to deal with in some way for either business concerns or some other logistics. Like, I don't know if they could be connected to your house, your landlord, anything like that. So I get the feeling like that might be going on and that's really bugging you. If it's not exactly like that, it's something like that. There's a person, I think, who's bothered you, who's really hurt your feelings, and you're trying to figure out maybe a way to stabilize that. That's the Two of Pentacles there.
Yeah, I think there's just something to do with balance and and clearly, if it's upsetting your life that much that you it's upsetting other areas in your life, it's time to put this to bed in whatever way you need to. If there's no way to mend this situation, then it's time to move on. It's time to let it go because, your time, your peace of mind is more valuable than that. Here you go. Aww. Well, look at that. We end on a very, very positive note here.
This is a good note.
Here, Mama T. The fish is indicating that you are moving towards brighter days. You're moving towards happier times. Sometimes if we're undergoing stress or strife or sorrow, we don't see that. But there is a flow with this fish, and it could be financial times because the fish are about that, but could also just be abundant joy and happiness.
So I think the other thing too about the fish in the sun is that maybe if you don't understand this sunshine coming to you, whatever it brings, remember too that, as a fish, they are under the surface and so they don't actually see it the same way, but it is there for them as well too. So that's like saying to me that even if you don't perceive it now, it will become clearer.
Yeah, I think, right, exactly. You are moving towards this, whether you can see it right now or not. So good luck with that, Mama T. All right. So we're moving on to Sub Rosa. You are up.
Sub Rosalie.
Rosalie. And then Sonali. Divine, you, Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Kara, Laura, Asel, and Celia. Thank you for posting the list, Mr. O.
I did. It's not easy to keep up with this.
No, it's not. I know. Someday, maybe when we're sure the internet is straightened out, I'll start using my computer. It'll be a lot easier for me to do it from there.
Well, I'm convinced I should probably be able to figure out an easier way to streamline the process with the Nightbot or some similar bot. Good bot to you.
Good bot to you.
All right, career side hustle equals advancement taking off.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so I'm wondering if you're saying is their career, is their advancement, and then is the side hustle taking off? Because you have the slashes in between both. So I could sort of see that. What do you think?
Well, it's advancement. So career side hustle equals advancement taking off. Let's just look at the cards.
All right.
My turn?
Now it would be my turn.
Now it would be your turn. Darn.
And I'm going to use my Tarot of the Norse Shadows.
She said yes to what you said.
Yeah, see, because I saw those slashes there, so.
Okay.
It makes sense.
So 3 cards, I think, right?
We'll do the 3, and then we'll see where it takes us.
Is this one mine?
They were.
Oh.
Noms.
You interrupted me before I could eat it.
My plan worked. Now I will eat it.
I know. That's what I figured you'd be after it. There's no safe spot for snacks. Mr. O here. All right. I'm going to move that a minute down here. Just remind me where I threw it, because I'll be like, where did I put it? Like an old person would.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Rosalie. Okay, so your first card is the reversed 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Discs in this deck. And then we have the reversed Fool. And then we have the upright 4 of Discs.
Well, the 4 is coming up a bit.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. Well, some things may be slower with the career advancement. There is a thing about maybe holding on to the resources you have now, not necessarily making certain speculation. So I don't know if that's about the side hustle or about where you see advancement going. The Fool in general, because it's reversed, is also indicating to not necessarily take certain chances. So you have to really kind of study things or try to really understand the gravity of certain decisions you might make. If you have a sense of backing behind you, something to fall on, then you can take some risks. But this may be suggesting that you have to really consider these kind of risks. So I think that does pertain more to the side hustle, perhaps. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is maybe saying, though, that there are clearly some needs for you to want to work the angles, because you're finding out that your present circumstances are not sufficient enough for you. You really do need that side hustle. You really do need career advancement. Obviously, that's not new. I should be able to tell you something a little bit more with that. So I hope we can illuminate that. But I think what it's saying is that this represents that idea of trying to work those angles, and maybe you have to really follow the angle that really is going to be the most foundational. Even if the Four sort of looks like that kind of dubious figure there, it's about foundation.
Did you delete the list or a different message?
I deleted a different message.
Oh, okay. No, you haven't missed your turn, Sonelli. You are after this reading, so hang in there, okay? All right, so Rosali, I have a lot of agreement with Mr. O here, but I am looking at the Fool. The Fool is like, why take a risk? If it's not a good idea to take an unnecessary risk at this time. Or if you do feel like you need to do something, that has some risk attached to it, you really ought to make sure you have this planned out. Don't just take that step off the ledge this time. This will require a little bit more planning and a little bit more thought. This is not something where you should just go off without understanding, what the repercussions could be. And that may also be reinforced by what he said here, the Four of Pentacles, because the Four of Pentacles is about holding tight right now. Holding on to your resources, and making sure things are okay there too. And, when I see the Nine of Discs, I wonder about this card reversed for you here. It's a card of dissatisfaction in some way. Are you really, you may have, you may feel that this path, with the side hustle and, the career is the way to go. But, will it really fulfill you? Is one more fulfilling than the other? Should the side hustle be the main hustle, or should the career be the main thing? I mean, I think you have to do some thought on this here, that is what will bring you the most fulfillment and satisfaction, and also really benefit you the most materially in your life.
This card does talk about the overall stability that you're looking for, but Banshee's right. I think this one is sort of saying, like, there's a little bit of a questionable quality about what it is for you that feels like, security. And I think a lot of times when I look at the Pentacles these days, it's not just about the material conditions, about advancement per se. We all want that, of course. But also, too, it's about the sense of feeling secure, feeling like, a job or a situation brings you some sense of security.
Right. So also the Four of Pentacles.
I just posted that list. I pinned it, so you could try to find that.
And what's interesting is the Four of Pentacles here also might be saying, if you, as you evaluate these things, that one of these is the thing that's worth holding on to and provide you the most security at this time. And maybe you need to look at what's providing you with the most security and stability, as opposed to things that could be very, very risky.
I'm first.
Yep.
Oh, I almost grabbed 3.
Yeah, they were sticking to my hands this time sometimes in here. Oh, interesting. All
You're
right.
the third one after this reading, Jenna.
This is going to be weird.
I was first, though, the Cross.
Wow, that's
Tree
pretty.
and cross.
It's a pretty powerful combination here. You know, it can indicate a lot of stresses associated with this right now. I'm not sure if you're feeling worried or concerned about just what needs to be done here, but also, you know, because it could affect your health. It could be about that. But also, this could be worry and stress about what it is you need to grow in your life right now.
Well, I'm actually wondering too if that somehow circumstances will show that you will be more inclined to have to work with one profession, one career, one job that
And let
maybe
one go.
one has to go or one will dissolve from you for some reason. I sort of feel that from the cross, and so that maybe this is saying on some level, you know, that might be better for you overall because either there are advantages there that or things that will come up that will make that seem more valuable, but it might just be better for the health questions too if there's any stress or being run down, you know, working too many hours or something like that maybe.
So it might be saying is too, in answer to your question, it might be saying to go with whatever it is that will make you feel stable. The tree is about stability sometimes too, I believe. What will bring you the most growth and what will bring you the least amount of worry and stress.
Right, and so that's something you'll have to decide. I think that really takes us back to
I
the
know.
full reversed that you have to choose well. It may be that it's a question about security and stability versus, you know, something that seems more exciting, but you're just not really sure about it yet.
So I don't know if this helps. I hope it's given you some things to think about, and good luck with that.
Alrighty, so thanks,
Thanks
Rosalie.
for joining us.
Thank you for joining
And
us.
Sonali, you are up. And after Sonali's Divine You, Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Kara, Laura.
Okay, good. I
Son
like the
Ceiling.
fact that you said that it validates because, you know, I need to
Awesome.
hear that. So I appreciate hearing that.
Great. Good to
Thank you.
hear. Oops, I'll take those.
Did we? Oh, they're really good, Jenny. You'll love them. They are so good. Did we get a question from Sonali? Was it the divine message question?
I don't
remember
know.
that?
Sonali, if you're here and you can type your question.
I'm just going to go back and take
Yeah,
a
we're
peek.
going to try to look for it, but...
Divine guidance for upcoming year 2022.
okay.
It was near the beginning. Okay, divine guidance for next year 2022 for
We got you,
Sonali.
Sonali.
And there she is. She reprinted it too, so that's very nice. It's your deck.
Yes.
And you're welcome, Sub Rosalie. Yeah, bark sweets.
Oh, this bark is heaven.
It's one of those things where you can honestly say, boy, every time I get a new batch, it tastes better than the last one. How do you do it, Gina? And it's such a good cause, too, for the animal shelter. So we are not pimping for Gina. We're just saying,
What?
you know what I mean. I don't want to get on YouTube's
That's
bad
right.
list.
I was just going to say, what are you saying? We have censors here, you know. Okay. And besides, this is a family show, Mr. O.
Family
Oh, did you shuffle? You did
No,
not.
I didn't.
Well, we just cut them twice.
Boy,
That's
you silly
added
girl.
benefit.
You silly girl. The alchemy of it.
The alchemy. Just lay here, Sonny. You're adorable. Aww.
Divine guidance.
2022. Let's hope for a better 2022, everyone. Oh. Well, it's, you know, it's a mixed bag. And of course, and I remember one thing, that this is a very short reading. So, you know, if we had done, like, we're going to be offering on our website longer readings for the year ahead, which will go month by month or season by season.
So it could
however
be more
you want.
thematic about the whole year in a way.
Right. But We have the Five of Swords reversed here. We have Death upright here, which I always feel is a positive, especially when I see something like the Five of Swords there. But then we have Justice reversed, and I guess I'm going to have to look at that Five of Swords reversed and Justice reversed together here. Death is between them, you know. And so I get the feeling that this is a year, you know, that you may be faced with a dilemma. You know, some real unfairness or things that just don't seem balanced in your life, and where, you know, you feel like there's no way to win in this situation. There's nothing you can do. And so what needs to happen? What needs to happen is 2022 is going to be a year of major transformation for you. So, you know, you will pull yourself out of situations that no longer serve you, that just don't provide a win for you no matter how much you try, and you're going to be seeking more balance in your life.
I feel Banshee's very right here. Next year represents some changes for you that are coming in the wake of some adversity. That's what the Five of Swords is to me, reversed. Challenges against you. Excuse me. I feel that some of these may be affecting things, you know, that you've come to rely upon, and so they will feel like they're kind of pulling back something that you already had, you know, agency already had. You know, Justice Reverse really is about your sense of integrity and agency and autonomy possibly being chipped away at or being negated in some ways. And so this is what next year represents, is that you will have to face these kind of changes. The good news is that I feel that despite what these ramifications could show us, the ultimate card of change really shows that the transformation happens. So what these other cards mean are transformed, are left behind in the wake of a change that more or less puts you on a better course than what those are. That you come out of this better.
And you know, just in a scenario like this, Sonali, I would not rule out that those two cards on either side of death are something that maybe you've already experienced. Maybe this is talking about coming out of some of the difficulties and struggles and strifes that you've had in 2021, and that 2022 is going to be a year where everything starts to shift and change. Now, I will say that some of 2022, you'll still be experiencing some of the effects of what has transpired in 2021, but ultimately there's going to be a major, I feel, more positive shift for you. But let's see what the Lenormand can add to that.
I did not mean charm, Sonali. I'm really talking about the challenges, and I think the challenges are mostly about not actual legal challenges. Like, I don't think anybody's going to try to sue you or try to force you to do something, but I do have a feeling that maybe somebody is judging you in a certain way, or that you're going to be feeling a sense of judgment against you. I don't know that it's from a specific person. It might just be in general that you feel ostracized either by society or by situations.
I'm picking the Lenormand. And it's your turn. So you have the ship and you have the bouquet. I could think of two things here. I could think of one, that you might be traveling more in 2022 and enjoying some really good times. Or, again, the ship is about movement. The ship is about change, well, in its own way. I mean, it's a change of scenery, maybe. So it's about movement. It could be a change of residence, but what I feel is that this card ties into the death card pretty nicely here, in that you are moving towards this major change that is going to bring a lot more happiness and better times to you.
Right. To me, that bouquet talks about a gift. So I don't think that there's somebody that's going to give you a gift of a journey. Though I wouldn't totally rule that out, that maybe somebody is able to help you in certain ways, even if it's just giving you ideas. I think it's more likely that this is really saying that once this movement happens, whether it's a physical move or more about you exploring things elsewhere, the change, the big transformation happens, and that is what the gift is to you. The idea that you understand more what you can do to change your life. And I think what you need to change your life is to find ways to avoid adversity, that maybe somehow you have to find situations where you're not necessarily in contrast with or conflict with other people's resources, especially if it pertains to things where people want to have autonomy of their own and you're fighting them for autonomy of some other sort.
And that's what we have for you, Sonali. Good luck with that. Divine you are up, and then Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Kara, Laura, Asel, and Sile. Stay here, Sonny. You stay right here. You're such a silly cat. Are you messing with my Urban Crow Tarot? Our Urban Crow Oracle. There we go. I'll just move that. Now you have all the one you need. Yes, you do. Oh, one card for confirmation. Well, I didn't put them down. I mean, I just put them down, so... Well, it's the Six of Pentacles reversed. The Six of Pentacles reversed is about give and take. So, remember we talked about Sonali? Put that by the Justice card. We put that, okay, I'm putting that by the Justice card for a reason here. Because both of these things in their own way talk about balance or imbalances. And this is an imbalance in give and take. So, maybe now is the time to make a change. Maybe this is about making a shift and change where you take as much as you give to others. In other words, it's time for you to ensure that you're receiving what's fair for you. Sometimes we give to others to the extent where we feel depleted. We're not getting that back from others, we've given out. So make sure there's a fair exchange of energy in your life in the next year.
If nothing else, I think this says that you really have to also understand your relationship with either money or material value and realize that sometimes you feel better when you're able to share more, and maybe sometimes you don't feel good when you can't really share. And I know that circumstance can vary, but that's really looking at your specific relationship. What does money do for you? How does it make you feel? Is that a good way to feel, or do you think that maybe there's other things that should happen?
Well, I know you talk a lot about your family and different things, and that you really care about a lot of people in your life. And so sometimes, we'd like a little bit of that back. Just make sure that there's an even exchange, an even flow here. And, I feel you're already a very giving person. You just have, I feel that about you. And so I just want to make sure that you are also receiving some of that as well in 2022. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Sonali. Sounds good, Jenna.
All right. So we are on Divine You. All right. And then will be Angel Rivera, Jenna, Lena, Kara, Laura, Asal, and Sile. Hey, you're very welcome, Sonali. We'll give Divine You a minute or two to get the question. Any announcements? Oh, something's coming out today.
What is? Oh, the modalities, yeah.
Yes. We were busy beavers yesterday. Oh my goodness. Sunny is incredibly chill here.
Yes, once a month when the sun actually moves into the next sign, so we're moving into Sagittarius today, we do a tarot astrological reading based on the modality qualities. So that one is going to drop at around 6 p.m. this evening, afternoon. So you can check that out. We would appreciate that.
Yeah, we filmed 2 videos, My Material Matters, which ran earlier. Some really interesting readings in that show. And then we filmed the modality. We're doing the live stream. Yesterday we did happy hour. And I wrote a review of the Fiber Magic book on our blog.
Yes, so go to our blog to see that. And I'm actually noticing that there's somebody who's not on the list who should be on the list.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to kill you.
Who came in?
I think they've been here for a while, but I don't know exactly when they came in. But is Kara on that list?
Yeah, Kara's on the list.
Where is it?
Kara's under Lena.
Okay, it looked like a different letter than K to me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wow.
Okay, I had to ask. Sorry. Don't get all hyper.
There's those 2 words.
2 words?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I hate you.
You silly. Man, try to get a Scorpio to say sorry. It's the hardest thing in the world. Just saying.
I'm sorry, plus minus.
Aaliyah's here. Hey, Aaliyah.
And we didn't see Divine though, right?
Of course. No, Divine hasn't popped back. Divine, this is last call. Gotta move you down if you're not here.
I don't think you're the next. I think Jenna's next.
Next is Angel Rivera.
No,
then...
Angel doesn't want.
Oh.
He's mentioned that a few times.
I'm sorry, Angel. Okay. So Jenna will be after Divine You, and then Lena, Kara, Laura, Asel, Sile, and Aaliyah. Sorry, I missed that, Mr. O. I'm sorry. See how easy it is? We Aries say it a lot, though.
Oh, I don't think Pisces apologize enough, Jenna.
Whoa! I had Pisces friends. I have had cool Pisces family members. My Aunt Catherine, the matriarch in my mother's family, was incredibly psychic.
What about that one library friend of ours?
Margaret.
I wasn't going to say their name, but I don't think they were the apologetic sort that often.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey, she's so sweet. I don't know that she had to apologize much.
Thank you, Angel. Oh.
We are having fun.
Okay, so I guess we're going to move on to Jenna because we lost
Yeah,
Divine.
Divine You.
We can
You're
put them
at the
down.
bottom now. No doubt about it. And maybe Divine You was just saying hi.
That's true. It could be.
All right, so Jenna, you are up. Oh, gee, Aaliyah. Well, we got you on the list, but you got a little ways to go yet. There's Lena, Kara, Laura, Asel, Sile, and then you, and then Divine You. Yeah, and I don't think they posted a question earlier, but
I don't remember.
a general for Jenna.
Okay. My deck?
I think so. Let's just do it.
All right.
I think so.
I'm going to use my Ancient Egypt. There goes Sunman again.
I like the way his head pops up from time to time. It's the cat massage. Yes, Sonny, I'll get back to you. Just a minute.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that the other night.
All right.
Jenna, you have strength.
Wow.
You have strength, and that is a good card. It's upright. You have the Seven of Wands reversed. Meh.
Yeah. Could be better.
And
then
you have the Prince of Swords. That's the Knight of Swords. That's pretty good.
All right.
So these two kind of go together. The Strength and the Prince of Swords says you're moving towards some new project or something you want to accomplish. You have a lot of good qualities to aid you here. Some of that is actually a kind of patience because it's also knowing that some things have to be built a certain way and you're ready to take maybe a more calm approach with that building of it. With the Seven of Wands, though, may indicate that at times this could be a project, this could be a kind of situation that might frustrate you and that you might feel there are times in this situation where you might want to change your mind about going through with it. So I think the Strength card is mostly saying, even if it looks like it's not exactly what you want, hold on, you might be able to put more energy to make your outcome better there.
Well, Jenna, I think this is a time to use the strength of your intellect, your powers of discernment to move yourself forward. But on the other hand, I have to ask, see, you do have the strength here and the will to move forward on a project. But the Seven of Wands seems to indicate that you feel you don't have what it takes. That maybe to stand up for what you want to do, to put, that you don't have enough strength, and look it, you have strength
But
right
you do.
here. You have it right here.
So it may be that, some days you vacillate a little bit and you don't
You
feel
doubt yourself.
that secure about yourself, but really you do.
Really, you do. And I feel here that if you reason about it more with this Knight of Swords, you'll realize that, your doubts are unfounded. Because you have two positive, strong cards here, to back that up. So I just feel like this is something within you, that sometimes we do. We just doubt ourselves. For example, I'm writing a review last night. How many times can I change a sentence? How many times can I sit and mull over a sentence before I'm happy? You doubt yourself sometimes, and that's okay, but now is the time to realize the inner strength that you really have and push and move forward.
All right, so let's do our Lenormand. Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. O. These are being very tricky. There, look at that. Look how that came out in my hand. Ooh, all right.
Coffin and Rider.
You are making a move towards, in a way, kind of a transformation yourself here. But I think you're making a move to putting an end to something that's not working in your life. It's time, this is funny. This is the time of year where we all, are either eliminating stuff from our lives, whether we're donating things we don't use to others, or we're thinking about what we need to change in our lives, And I think you're moving towards making some big changes and letting go of things in your life that no longer serve you.
Right. It looks to me that way, too. It looks to me like you're going to be looking at the kind of things you need to put aside so you can focus on these other projects. It may be, too, that you're feeling that some of the news that you received about things, you now realize, like, okay, that's something I don't want to do. So you're really pretty much ready to, move in the new direction.
See ya. Take care, Angel.
Bye, Angel.
Yeah, so I think, if you want to know, this is a positive reading. It's just maybe saying, trust yourself a little bit more. Trust that you have what it takes because you certainly have the fortitude here to move forward with your goals and projects. All right. So that's what we have for you. And Lena is up, and Lena posted a question.
Yes,
Or,
Lena. Hi, Lena. Okay, love, money, and traveling overseas. It's only
I
two.
see it. I've got it. All right.
And sure deck.
Yep.
It's 3:30. Almost 3:33.
Now I'm going to be looking for it, Mr. O. Gosh, was it yesterday? One day I was seeing them all, and I wasn't trying to. It's just the way it happened. Like 222, 333, 444. It's like, really?
I like when I see 1313.
Do ya? 1313.
It's not on the clock.
No, it's not.
You're very welcome.
You know, I used to have a phone number many, many years ago that had 1313.
I thought it was more project related, but I saw what you wrote there at the end. So I'm not so sure because, of course, you had court cards, and court cards could be people.
There was only one court card.
Well,
There was only one.
okay, there was a court card,
Yeah.
so it could mean people.
It could, but I really do feel it was towards projects and goals and just a direction, you know, in your life that maybe you want to take, but you're just doubting yourself. It's time to make that move. So if it involves people, Jenna, then yes.
Yeah, but per se, less about people, I think.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
All right, Mr. O.
So hopefully that'll give you an idea.
Shuffle
Okay, Lena,
for Lena.
here we go.
Gosh, 1:15 a.m. Wow, thanks for staying up for us, Lena. Oops, go ahead. Let's see what we have. Whoopsie.
So we have the Empress reversed.
Oh my. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed.
Huh.
Ah, and then we have the Five of Swords upright. All right. All right, Lena. I would say right now is not a good time to probably travel. It just seems as though there's kind of a bit of slowness or stagnation right now. And that maybe this is a time where you really have to take care of and nurture yourself. You know, right now, you know, there's a lot of people traveling and whatnot. And I feel that it may not be safe, you know, with COVID and everything going on right now. So I just wonder if this is trying to say here, it's just not a good idea to travel, especially with that Five of Wands. There's nothing to be gained. There's no win here with that.
Well, I think that in general, this may be applying to everything you've
Yes,
asked, you
yes.
know, love, money, overseas traveling. And I think it's what Banshee's saying. And I think the key problem is that in any of these areas, there's a level of adversity. There's a level of maybe strife or conflict. And, you know, a lot of times we see that in travel. People seem to have
Oh my gosh.
zero patience with, you know, inconveniences or problems in travel. And so more people are acting out, are doing, you know, bad things, throwing coffee or food in people's faces, or, you know, shouting and trying to bully them. And I sort of feel these are conditions that maybe are portraying to those other areas. Spirit is mostly, not spirit per se, but I think the cards are saying you should probably try to focus on yourself more at this time.
So, Lena, you have COVID right now? You're self-isolating? My goodness, I take care of yourself. This
Yes,
could very
absolutely.
well be... this is just saying that this is kind of a challenging time for you right now. It's highly, even if you're feeling well, you know, COVID is kind of a tough thing, and maybe the cards are picking that up. I just surprised when you said that, because in a way it is talking about a challenge to yourself right now and your well-being. And I feel that's why it's saying maybe it's time to, you know, this is a time to just focus on getting yourself healthy right now. And the other things, there'll be time for that, but maybe right now the focus really needs to be on you. Oh, that's really interesting.
I'm sorry to hear
but
that.
let me just see what else comes up here.
And I think, too, that maybe, you know, depending on the social situations around you, you know, this is a bad thing for you right now, too, because it limits what you can do, who you can associate with, things like that. That could present that adversity situation.
So, you know, COVID doesn't last forever, it's true, but it might just be a sign here that for a little while now, even after you recover, you might just want to take your time, you know, before you return to more normalcy again. And I know how frustrating that can be. So let's see what we have here. Look at this. You know, oh, come on, let's put that down. All right, we have the mountains and we have the crossroads here. And I feel right now what this is saying is it's really hard right now to figure out what to do or where to go or what you can do, because there's obstacles in your path right now. And that could very well be your health. It's really amazing how these cards can be sometimes.
Right. A lot of this reading I felt was very inconclusive or vague about what you were asking. Some of this is just really vague here. And I think what it is it's what these cards say, that the idea that there's a lot of obstacles that are blocking you right now. And one of them, of course, would be because of COVID, but the other part could be some of the other social conditions related to that, with lockdowns, quarantines, with, you know, various
travel
security measures, travel restrictions.
I know a lot of things are going back to normal again, but even here they're doing a voluntary mask policy in stores and businesses again. So they're very concerned about the upswing in cases. And the winter time just seems to be a very precarious time for this virus. It seems to flare up in the colder weather. So it just may be a sign that this is not a time to make a major move at this time. You have obstacles in front of you. So just lay low, take care of yourself, and before long the time will be right again. And that's what we have for you. And I wish you the best and wish a speedy return to good health, Lena. Hey, Kara, our winner, you are up. Congratulations again, Kara. Why am I shuffling these? It'll be your deck. Whoopsie. It's interesting the Five of Swords has been coming up a lot today, Mr. O.
Uh-huh.
He's trying to do a sunny cam, but not quite. You don't have sunny... Oh, there. Ah. Oh my gosh. Extreme sunny close up. He looks like Monster Godzilla Cat. What should you look forward to? And it'll be Mr. O's deck, which after he gets the last Sunny cam, I am sure he'll get to. Oh, Sunny, you're so adorable. Everybody loves Sunny. But you know you should let your sisters come up here once in a while. They're always afraid you're going to push them off.
He will.
And he will. Yeah, that's right. Or they'll just feel like they have to leave as soon as he comes. Aww. He's top cat in the household. But we give them all a lot of love and attention. Awesome, Kara. Thank you. We will get that out. You have to let us know what you think of the book. It looks cool. I think there's a lot of magic in what you can put, the more you can put into your magic, by creating objects, creating chants, creating art, whatever the case may be, I feel that just so heightens it.
Well, the idea with crochet work and other fiber work, weaving, knotting, is there's a sense of intent that takes place there because you're focusing on that procedure, left in, right out, whatever that is. I don't understand that stuff. But those things are sort of like mantras in a way, or other symbols that we might focus on in meditation where we try to focus on each aspect.
Boy, does this tell a story. Seriously, we have the Queen of Swords here. I'm not sure it's a great story, but it does tell a story. We have the Devil here upright. And we have the King of Swords reversed on the other side.
Holy tomatoes.
So isn't that interesting? And we have the Devil in between them all. So I do believe, Kara, the devil is in the details here.
Well, I'm just wondering, is it the woman or the man who has the devil inside? The devil inside.
Now, this is one of those situations, if Jenna's still listening, that, this could be about people. This could be about two different people, woman and a man, but this could also be about different aspects of what you're going through right now, Kara. And on the one hand, I see the Queen of Swords, somebody who is very calculating, somebody who is very, solid and firm in her judgments and her decisions, and, is fair too, somebody who is very fair and objective. But yet there's that Devil card in between, and what is on the other side? We have the King of Swords, which indicates almost kind of the opposite of the Queen. And I feel like the Devil is in between, indicating that sometimes, you can be obsessive about the way that you make your decisions. There's an obsession here with trying to get it right, maybe, and sometimes you just have to go with your best, go with the best idea you have, as opposed to being obsessed with, oh my gosh, am I going to make the wrong decision? Am I being too hard on somebody? Am I not being objective enough? And you can't do it.
Whose ass do you want to kick, Kara? But so the devil in the middle, that's stuck in the middle. But the devil's about duality and the idea that
there is duality.
Yeah, there's a lot of duality here with all of this, and so the duality may be about whether or not we're ready to give up certain behaviors or certain obsessions or things that are approaching obsessions. And maybe we're too minded about it because in one way we sort of see that we really want to present this reasonable, stately opinion about what we remove, what we change as far as those things that distract us, because that's the devil too. But on the other hand, then there's this idea too that maybe we kind of like that ambiguity, the little bit.
I like that too, Mr.
The little bit. I mean, and I'm intuiting here less than going from what I feel about the card's meaning. I'm sort of intuiting the idea that this card represents somebody who likes a little bit of the more brazen behavior, the Wild West kind of behavior. And so that's the dichotomy between using real logical judgment versus being more forceful, the brazenness judgment. And will that remove what is oppressing you or what causes you to make wrong choices or be less of the better person you want to be?
Well, let's see if we can see what this might be concerning. If we get any clue here with the Lenormand. I didn't pull. You were first. Oh.
Ooh, it coincides with something in a way.
Yeah, I'm going to let you take it, but I want to see what is with these tiles today.
Slippery?
Well, not only that, then I get a bunch and I'm like, oh.
Well, I drew the anchor. And of course, you drew the sun. And it's kind of funny because, like, to me, when I drew the anchor, I immediately thought of that devil, the idea of, something kind of holding us in place or not letting us deal with certain factors in our lives, the things we want to let go of or the things we want to loosen at least. But then there's the sun. And so I guess the sun is saying that really in time and or with knowledge and or with some sense of hope, we maybe will be able to alleviate this situation, to really, remove that anchor. And I don't even know if we answered your question.
What to look forward to? Well, I think what you can look forward to is this time of, grappling with how you make decisions. I mean, and not to be, well, this is from my perspective, I know he had his, not to be so obsessed with process here. I mean, we can go back and forth forever on it, but at some point, you have to go with your best judgment. And
I think you summed it up really well. It's about the obsession with process.
Right.
Wow.
Right. And then the other thing here is always go with the enlightened choice. It's like, you're going to be your most stable, and what you have to look forward to is stability and security if you're always making the most enlightened decisions.
So what you should look forward to is basically not overthinking some things, because some things the sun should just shine right on them and you should just know,
Yeah, I think you do. I think the Queen of Swords here is indicating you do.
The Queen is more your better nature. The
Yeah.
reverse King is maybe more your naughty nature.
So, this is a really interesting reading. Some of them have been today. I just like this juxtaposition here.
Very
I feel
cool.
you can overcome it, but you have to work on it because, like I said, self-doubt is those voices in our head that try to constantly undermine us. That may be the problem here. So, good luck with that, Kara. That was interesting, I have to say.
So that means
Yes, we are on Laura.
Laura.
Hey,
Right.
Laura, you are up, and then Acel, Sile, Aaliyah, and Divine You.
I hope you enjoyed
And
that.
That'll be my cards again. All right, this one again.
And we've been busy here all afternoon. It seems like we've been flying through it, though. So
Well, we took a little time in the beginning, too, so we didn't do bad
That's
to
true.
catch up. Of course, Angel didn't want a reading, so that moved us up a bit. And Divine You disappeared, so
Yeah.
we'll see if Divine comes back.
You're welcome.
Laura, are you with us? Give Laura a minute there. I'm waiting for Laura.
I know. We'll give them another moment. I guess I should remove these cards here.
Hey, good idea.
But where's my deck?
Oh. I stole it, Mr. O.
I could get up and get another coffee. Oh, I don't have any coffee.
Oh, thank goodness. Are we done with coffee mania? Coffee palooza?
Well, it's going on 4. I don't normally drink coffee this
I
time.
would
You know
hope
that.
not.
You know that.
All right, last call for Laura. Whoa, hey.
It's a ghost.
It was your arm, I'm sure.
Actually, more clever than that.
Okay. All right, well, we can move Laura down should Laura return. And let's move on to Acel. Hey, Acel, are you here?
There's a cell.
All right. You're up, Acel.
coming for me. All right.
All right. Why don't we start with a yes/no
Okay.
and see what's up? And even if it doesn't, we might look ahead a little bit and project. Even if it says no. All right, Mr. O. There we are. Oh, there's Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Laura, we had to pass you by.
But we can slip you in again.
We'll be able to slip you in after this reading.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We tried to wait.
When we get to you again, let's see where the list is at now.
We're nearing bottom. Oh, this was supposed to be a yes/no, so I'm going to do that. 3. Sorry.
So it looks like Laura... No, yeah, we're sorry too. We tried to give you a few more minutes. We're on a cell now, so we're doing Sile next. And we're not sure if Divine You, who also missed their initial turn, will be back. So you'll either be 2 from now or 1 from now. So sorry about that. And why does that keep happening?
I don't know. All right, so it's not a definite no, Estelle, but it is leaning towards no. So we'll explore this a little further, but right now, just to let you know, we have the Hierophant here, reversed. We have the King of Cups here, reversed. And then, of course, the one ace we had was the Ace of Swords upright. So it's leaning towards no, but I wonder if it's because the possibility exists that you might meet someone, but that this person either seems too unconventional or just does not seem to be compatible with you emotionally and, just maybe with their lifestyle or something.
Right. I think that something is coming towards you, and I don't know, if it could be something maybe that other people are maybe trying to, convince you that you might want to consider that. But I get the feeling like there are no great sparks. There may be different agendas. Maybe this person is a kind of person who would be more interested in a relationship that's based less on emotionals and more on tangibles. So I'm not sure about that. I'm just sort of throwing that out there, though. So it doesn't look like it's as likely to happen, or that it's something that maybe would just really take more time, because it does sort of look like there's somebody there, but they just don't seem like a romantic prospect.
Yeah. And so, what I want to do real quick before we even do a Lenormand is let's just do a general look at what's going on in the relationship department. See if anything else looks promising right now for 2022. And let's just see.
Sure. I was just going to mention to Laura that we certainly have been having some problems with our internet.
Yes.
We had another breakdown this morning before the show, so we got somebody coming out on Thanksgiving morning to try to address our situations, because we've lost our signal during 3, maybe 4 live casts in the last several weeks.
It's been months of this, though. We've had it going on for at least 3 months now, and it's tiring. Our internet goes down sporadically throughout the day, so they are going to check it out. They do believe there's a possibility it's an outside line that needs to be replaced. So we'll see if that's what it is. I don't know. And Laura, we will get you in. We'll do the career reading for you. Like I said, we are on a cell right now. There's just a couple people in front. So if you can't stay and you want to check the rewind, it will be the last reading we do today. Okay, this is very interesting because there is, in this reading too, just a little bit of back and forth. But look, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is up right here. Grab that. We have another 5. It's followed by another 5. The Five of Cups reversed. And then we have the Magician upright. So, Asal, this isn't really saying who. It's not necessarily saying when. But I really do feel, but this is just my impression from looking at these cards, that in the early stages of 2022, I feel like you're going to be feeling pretty needy about this. In other words, that you feel still empty and unfulfilled in the romantic department, that not much is fulfilling or happening for you there. You kind of almost feel like, you see happy couples or whatever, and you feel like you're kind of like on the outside looking in, But the Five of Cups is reversed here, and what I think that means is that you are moving away from this. You are going to be moving away from this, and ultimately, I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling sometime in 2022, you have a likelihood of manifesting something in your life positive in the relationship department. It's almost as if everything suddenly starts clicking into place for you. Do you want to throw something out there on that?
I can't disagree with her here. I sort of feel like the Five of Pentacles really talks to your own inner turmoil, your own inner anguish, and a feeling that you can't see what you need to see, a relationship or some sort of happiness. But the Five of Cups reversed is kind of like the different picture. The Five of Cups reversed is saying, hang on there, there's probably something happening and you're just not aware of it. So it sort of is a callback to that there maybe is something really going on, you're just not aware of it. And maybe it's the idea that the manifestation happens when you really become more keyed into it, the knowledge, the awareness that it's going to happen. Because I think, to me, this is saying it's really about finding out that it is happening, not trying to see when it will happen or why it won't happen. It's happening in 2022. You just have to be able to recognize it where it is.
And like I said, maybe some of this Five of Pentacles is because, you still aren't meeting the right person or people. Because remember, the previous reading, it looked like somebody might be coming in, but there's no real connection there. There's no it just doesn't feel right at all. But I have a feeling that, something is going to open up for you, but it's going to take more time into the year next year.
The funny thing is that 5 and 5 is 10, which is 1, and then we do have the number 1. So I'm wondering if, that's a clue. Maybe it's 2 months into the new year,
Oh, I think it's longer than that.
It could be.
I could say, it could be up to 10 months. I hate to say that to you, but I do feel that something might happen in that in-between time that you might be experiencing that may not prove to be the one you would like to spend your life with, So...
Lenormand?
Let's chat. So absolutely. Yeah. Let's do the Lenormand. Hey, you. Don't grab and snag my bag.
Gina needs a psychic steak and psychic garlic and stuff for that.
I think she got it from her shaman.
That's what she's...
Yeah.
Book and mice.
So, all right. So, you might have to do just a little bit of... this is the book which is often about research and diving into something more tangible and physical. And I feel here that you're going to have to look into maybe why, it's really interesting because the mice here, Mr. O, falls in line with that Five of Pentacles.
Yeah, it sure does.
And so it's a neediness, it's a feeling of lack, it's a feeling of want. And so I think you have to really start examining that feeling in more detail and why it's there and why you can't overcome it. What is it that you can do to bring the kinds of relationships that you want in your life? Sometimes we have to find, we have to make it happen, not just wait for the universe to bring it to us.
Well, I kind of invert this a little bit and say that maybe it's this sense of want or need that's inhibiting, being more upright.
Being able to find it?
Right.
Oh.
That, to some degree, you just need to relax some of this,
Yeah, and let it happen.
Not let it be so much the driving need, but let it happen in the time that it seems to be meant to be.
I know I've said this time and time again, but when we really, obsess on things to the point we're wanting to force it to happen, then it just doesn't happen. When we let it go, we just let it go and we realize the universe will get us what we need. It will come to us, that it ends up happening. So I wish you the best, Sal. I do think it might take some time, but I feel something might open up for you in 2022. I'm hoping that's the year. And, come December, we might be doing some more 2022 outlooks for people. So stay tuned for that, and we'll look and see what the cards say then. Good luck with that.
So thank you, and you're welcome. And Sile is next, and then Divine You, and then Laura. And we're going to do a career reading for Laura if she has to leave again or if her internet conks out. You're welcome, Estelle. Kitty kisses, indeed.
All right, Sile, you are up.
And I don't know if Divine's come back. Maybe Divine just said hello.
It's possible.
So Divine, if you want to just let us know you're around, you can get ready to type your question. Otherwise, we will finish up with Laura after Sile.
No, we have Aaliyah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
That's all right. So it's Sile, Aaliyah, Divine You, and Laura. But Divine You, I don't think is here.
I haven't updated my list.
Oh, gosh.
Let me do that now.
Hey, Aaliyah, are you still here? Because it's possible Aaliyah's not here either.
Okay, hang on then.
Oh, good. Okay,
You're
hang
after
on.
Sile,
You'll be the
or
next
maybe
reading
next if
after
Sile
this.
doesn't show up. So we're still looking for Sile. And we'll give Sile just a little bit longer, but then that would mean that Aaliyah is next.
And it's your deck when we do. So you know that now?
And I'm thinking that Divine You is possibly not here either. So I want them to indicate if they are here, though.
Did you check if Sile typed a question? I'm going to just double check.
Go ahead. Hi, Divine's here. Okay, good.
Divine's back.
You'll be up shortly. Just wanted to make sure you're still around.
Okay, there's Sile saying hello. Loving my earrings and hair.
That's okay, no problem. No worries either.
Get everybody as we can here.
So I think Sile is not around.
Yeah, I don't see Sile. I don't see a question that was posted. So let's move on. Angel Mary's here. Oh my
Hi,
gosh.
Angel Mary.
Well, we are into overtime a little bit, Angel Mary. I'm not sure we can get to you. We will see.
We'll see.
It's been kind of up and down because people have been kind of coming and going, which makes it tricky. Okay, Aaliyah, you are up. And then Divine You, Laura, and possibly Angel Mary. And I will put Sile under that in case they return.
Okay, thanks. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Let's try a yes or no first.
okay. So you're just trying to contact your professor to get some help or advice as you're trying to finish up your work?
But the basic question is they're going to finish their work and pass
I know
their
that,
class.
but I just want to get clarification.
Uh-huh.
Well, you have a lot of stress related to studies, Aaliyah. You seem to have been doing fine. So let's see what the cards will say. But yeah, it's frustrating sometimes when people don't respond when you need them.
It's like the history of the last 20, 25 years. With cell phones and internet, people don't have to be there when they answer the phone.
Yeah, but they should get back to you.
I know, but they don't.
They don't. Wow.
Well, you have two aces and the reversed hanged man. So it's leaning towards yes.
It's definitely leaning towards yes. The hangman,
It may signify more your doubts or about more your feelings about giving up or feeling like there's a sense of not being able to fulfill this.
right, despite the fact that you feel that, that you're being ignored or, sometimes things happen, these professors get busy, whatever the case may be. It sounds like things are going to be pretty good here. All right, Gina. Take care. So I feel
I say
here
it's
that this
leaning
is all
towards
good.
yes. I think this speaks more to your sense of doubt about the matter than anything.
I do too.
I also think that maybe it's saying that you feel like not being able to be in touch is really bothersome too. So I don't know how much of a role that will actually play.
Well, the hangman has come off the tree, though, Aaliyah. The hangman is down when he's reversed, so he's taking, he's going back out into the world again, but it could mean a lot of things. If I had to apply this to your professor right now, I would say maybe your professor has a little bit of an ego problem and, he'll get back to you when he gets back to you.
That's a good point. I think that sometimes there is ego represented by that reversed card.
And I don't know why I felt that.
I should have known that. All right, so
look at that. I can't wait to see what I pulled.
Birds.
Hold on, they're slipping out of my hands again.
You stop that.
I think he's going to contact you.
Yeah, I think he will contact you.
I think it's all going to end up being okay. Or maybe some of your classmates might be able to help out. There is definitely chatter going on here, and there's positive stuff coming from it. So I don't even know if we have to go further with a reading here. I think, I understand the stress that you as a student goes through. I've been there. But you know what? I think it's going to work out. I think that's a real positive sign.
Right, and I think that maybe the bouquet just suggests too that maybe there's a surprise in this too once you do hear from them.
Well, it's joy or relief, and I feel
true.
like it means something also good is coming out of this communication or collaboration.
So probably he will just indicate that he's glad you got in touch with him about this. So that's what we see. So good luck.
Wishing you the best. As always, you'll have to let us know how it goes.
Thanks, Gina. I didn't want to say goodbye to you until I knew for sure.
Oh, sorry. I guess I made an assumption. See how assumptions can be?
Well, just because somebody has to plug in their laptop doesn't mean that they're saying bye-bye.
Well, I thought maybe that meant you had to go. I see nothing wrong with that.
So then that means that
Divine
we
You.
are on Divine You.
You are up. And then
You're
we have
welcome,
Laura,
Aaliyah.
Angel Mary, and Celia if they return. Good luck, Aaliyah. Hang in there. Hang in there. The semester will be over and you can breathe a sigh of relief, hopefully. Oh my. Oh, Divine You, I hate to hear that. My cards. I know.
Yes. It's too bad that you can't charge up that laptop on some bark. That would be pure energy.
Mr. O definitely gets charged up on it. Oh, that sugar. Well, you know, sweetness. All right. Man, I was going to make a pie for Thanksgiving, but I don't know. I'm feeling lazy again. I might not. I might just buy a pie, a pumpkin pie.
Please. I like pumpkin pie.
Well, but you know I would make one, and you know it would be good.
Sure, but
I
you
make
don't have to
great
stress.
pumpkin pies.
You don't have to stress.
Aw.
How could you say that, Gina? Okay, Divine, we got you here.
Let's see. Oh,
Be careful.
sorry. Wow. Release from that prison. The Eight of Swords reversed, followed by
Oh, that sounds great, Kara.
the King of Cups. Oh, that sounds great. The King of Cups upright, followed by the Star. Ah, Divine You. I really think this is a very, very positive sign for you.
It's a positive reading.
The Eight of Swords, you know, the Eight of Swords is a funny thing sometimes, though, because it indicates that maybe we put these barriers up around ourselves. We sometimes don't see the light. We don't see the forest for the trees. We trap ourselves into thinking of, or into negative cycles. Maybe something indeed sparked it, but, you know, then we kind of get all wrapped into it. When the Eight of Swords is reversed, you're releasing yourself. It's finally time to break free. And I see a real command now over your emotions. You know, there's a lot of emotional stability, emotional happiness now coming to you because, look, everything is starting to look more positive again. I don't know when this is going to happen for you. I sense the turn might happen in early 2022, where you're going to start feeling like hope is returning and things are starting to stabilize for you, where you can feel more grounded emotionally. And all of those feelings of unable to move forward, of feeling trapped by circumstances you've been surrounded with, are all going to be melting away.
With the Eight of Swords reversed, it's interesting because this morning on my other show, Navigator's Tarot, I suggested that sometimes that card represents the idea of fighting or flighting, you know, flee or be. And so when it's reversed, it's even more clearly saying that you have options, and that mostly this is about, you know, you not always feeling your agency. And of course, the way we know you, you know your agency. You're very direct about that. But maybe there's been something else that's been eluding you. And I wonder if it's really that emotional contentment that's
Yes.
there.
Good point,
It's not
Mr.
that so
O.
much that it's eluding you. It's maybe that you don't really see it because you've been kind of holding it away from yourself. With that reversed Eight of Swords there, it may now come out into the open that maybe you're allowing yourself, or will be allowing yourself, to feel more about what your emotionality is. And I know you had this situation in the past, but maybe you were always sort of on guard there. I actually wonder if that was true with, that person, that situation. You were always on guard because maybe deep down inside you really realize that it is coming to you. And so you've been feeling this way. And all I can tell you is that right now the cards seem to suggest that it is still coming, but a lot of it depends on your own actions to kind of reverse or release from those things that you were doing to yourself to hold yourself back.
I think there'll be a period of hope returning, an ability to now focus on your dreams and your goals, and that, there's positive energy that will start coming to you. It looks good. But let's see what the Lenormand will add. Wow.
Fox at the crossroads.
Yeah, you know what, Divine You? It looks like you are at the crossroads again with something related to work or employment. I think this is positive, actually, that maybe you might be moving to something, more better for you.
Well, I actually wonder, too, if a part of this is that maybe despite everything else, you are more fulfilled by things that happen in your work life or your career life, that's the exciting thing for you, and that maybe that actually brings you a certain amount of emotional contentment. It's not the same kind of contentment about having a relationship in your life or children that you love or whatever, but it's something that maybe excites you. The fox is really like the idea of a creature that brings excitement into your life too.
Well, I got two other thoughts about this, Divine You. It might also indicate, since this is the way they fell, that, it is time for you to really find, the place you want to stabilize yourself at work right now. You need I know that you were looking for another position and stuff like that. You may need to find a place that you can actually settle at for a while. Find your true north, there, so to speak. That's one thing. The other thing may be that if you felt like it's coming from all directions, or that maybe there's been some issues here, I also feel that this means you will find the right course of action to take because of using here your brain, your smarts, your craftiness, and maybe this means that you have to, again, this Eight of Swords, you have to think outside of the box, maybe outside of, your comfort zone a little bit to come up with the solutions that will make you feel more secure in life.
I think the crossroads combines with the star because it is saying really that there is something that could be happening soon. It's really more about maybe your optimism or maybe the way you really want to focus your emotionality towards that, your heart's desire in a way. So maybe it's about really being able to focus your heart's desire, the King of Cups, on this beautiful destiny that you hope to see.
Hey, and that's what we have for you. That was good, Mr. O.
Thank you.
Angel Mary, you are up, and then Celie.
Is it Laura next?
Oh, Laura, you are up.
Yes.
Laura, you are up, and then Angel Mary and Celie. Wow, thank you, Mr. O. Glad you're still with it at this late hour.
It's almost 4:20.
Okay, go ahead and type your question, Laura.
And that was your deck or mine? That was your deck. So
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and take Husson's. You're welcome, Jenna. Thank you for coming
welcome,
back to
Jenna.
say that.
Sonny has been sleeping here the whole freaking time almost.
Wish you could do that from the very beginning.
Oh, that's good to hear, Divine You. See, that's one positive.
Oh, and I
Next
didn't
up.
realize he was in the hospital. I guess I might have misunderstood that. Okay, that's right. You wanted career reading. Okay, thank you, Laura.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Laura. Seems so
Career
long
reading.
ago since we've been so busy here. Apologies.
Yeah. Well, I certainly am happy to hear that, Divine You. I know you were probably really worried and stressed too, and it's so hard when you can't really be there or be more helpful or feel that way.
All right, last one. All right, career for Laura. Let's see what we get.
Okay, you have the Empress reversed. You have the Four of Coins upright. And then you have the Seven of Cups reversed. So slightly mixed bag, but not necessarily as bad as it might look.
Right.
It doesn't actually look too bad, really. The Empress reversed may be indicating your feelings, saying you don't feel productive enough. Maybe, you want a career that makes you feel productive, that makes you... I'm sorry.
It's the High Priestess reversed.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I thought I was reading a different card. So it's the High Priestess reversed. Okay, you kind of slagged me on that one, dear. And so that may be saying, I suppose, that you're not exactly connected to maybe a sense of where you think your wisdom should take you, that maybe you want to rely more on intuition, but you're not exactly understanding that. The other two cards maybe are a little more hopeful, because this is mostly saying to me, the Seven of Cups reversed, that you feel you are finding a way to focus on a goal. I'm not giving you what that information is. And the Four of Coins, of course, I think talks about your need to really find security. So what is the career advice? Well, you want something really that is your dream, that is security, and that maybe doesn't necessarily distract from where you feel it really is right or not, like the sense of appropriateness or the sense of, is it the smart thing to do? I'm flipping you out, aren't I?
I didn't say anything. I'm just getting ready to go here. So, Laura, the High Priestess reversed seems to indicate to me that in your gut, you seem to just be roiling over what direction you need to take as far as career goes. But the one thing that's really certain here is you want something that's really going to make you feel safe, secure, and generate enough money to make you feel, comfortable and secure.
Right.
The Seven of Cups reversed indicates that, but you have to really, really focus on what it is you truly want. And I think that with it reversed, it's saying now is the time. Now is a really good time to just look at your options, examine them more, and go with what feels the most right to you. It's like there's been a lot of confusion as to what that is. But I feel like somehow, if you look at the options in front of you, you will realize, or you should realize, and go with the ones that will make you feel the most comfortable in life and secure.
Well, another thing I thought about, because sometimes it just takes me a while to think of things, but sometimes when you see that reversed High Priestess, it maybe talks about things that are counterintuitive, i.e. the things that maybe people say, no, not that, because it's counterintuitive that it might be the right. And so maybe this is saying that as you begin to look at your choices or think about your choices, what comes out is that maybe there's a sense of that there, that what you want or what will be best for you is not really what most others or yourself might normally think of. It's a counterintuitive choice. So look for something that might be quirky, but if you check it out, it still maybe provides something that says, maybe.
I know you're first. I just mixed them up a little, Mr. Ron.
You do.
Yes, I like to get my hands on those things.
I'm a little mixed up too. Is that what you meant?
Not at all. I don't know where you'd get that.
Oh.
Whoa. All right.
Fox.
Wow. Okay. Well, the light clouds, because of the way that these fell, the light clouds are facing the fox. And interestingly enough, the fox can be about workplaces or work employment. And so I think what it's saying here is now the clouds can be kind of a difficult card. It can be about depression. It can be about unable to see through the fog, which again falls in line with that High Priestess reversed here. But the light clouds are facing the fox. And so I feel it's saying that this is a time where more clarity can be achieved. If you really start focusing on it now, I think you'll see the light of what you need to do and where you need to go next.
There's a lot of different ways to do that. Some people just try to create lists and list pros and cons and then just really have that debate with themselves and take some time to do that. So some of that is when you really know you have some specific ideas which may or may not, pertain to you.
So Laura, as far as a career goes, I'm just going to throw this out there because I'm not exactly sure what you do, but if you have any counseling skills or talents, when I see the fox by the clouds and I think of employment, I think of somebody who could counsel people in trouble or need. And let's say if it's in an educational environment, it could be troubled youth that, maybe that need help, tutoring, mentoring, that sort of thing. Or it could be people who are suffering from emotional difficulties or need some coaching in life. So, if I had to pick a career direction out of anything I see here, that comes to mind.
Well, the interesting thing about, another interesting thing about the female Pope, the High Priestess reversed, is that I think sometimes it talks about wisdom or wisdom versus practical things versus more esoteric wisdom. And so this might be saying you have the ability to give advice, wisdom. You might find that maybe a career where you have some amount of advice to give, or you direct, or you are a way shower of some sort.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And Angel Mary wanted career as well. I remember seeing that. Advice for my career path.
Only if you gravitate towards it. I don't know if that's something that you really gravitate towards.
Well, if you've had any thoughts about moving on to counseling or advising work, maybe that's a possibility for you. It might be in your wheelhouse. I don't know, but
I have to be honest with you, Laura. I know a number of teachers who went on to get library careers. I've had several former library patron or career co-workers who were teachers in their previous life. So there is that sense of that, but I think that it kind of opens you up to a number of things actually, because number one, it's about patience, which would really work in any sort of counseling or advisory way. You have to be pretty patient to deal with some folks.
So Angel Mary, you wanted career reading as well, so we're going to take a look at things here for you. Career path. And Sile, if you've returned, we can read for you after Angel Mary. Otherwise, the show is over.
And it's a good thing, too, because we're now at 4:30.
Well, you know, we did take time with our contest, so
This is true.
we'll be back to pretty much normal come Thanksgiving.
No, we
We'll
like what we
have
do. If we didn't, we wouldn't do it.
some up-and-coming giveaways during the holiday season.
Nobody's got a gun to our head, but somebody sends us bark or other things that we like.
And we're so appreciative.
We are so appreciative. We love you all. Thank you very much. Okay, Angel Mary wanted career advice? Career
Yes.
question? Okay. Yay.
Well, career path, to be exact, Mr. Uh-oh. There go the whiskers. Wake
Don't
up,
touch his
whisker boy.
whiskers.
It's so fun working around.
You're not supposed
Sonny.
to say that because she might find out.
Huh. Well, it's that last card all the time. It's like, why is that here? So, here we have the Page of Pentacles upright.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh. And then we have the Magician reversed. And then we have the Seven of Swords reversed.
Thank you, Gina. That is very
Aw.
sweet of you. And we've had this one before too, the Seven of Swords. We just had that with.
Oh, no.
Was it with Laura or was maybe the previous
No,
one? that we,
previous dude.
yeah.
Dude.
the
Sorry.
previous two.
Well, I think I can handle 2 of the 3, but that 7 is throwing me for a little loop here. I feel like, Angel, you really are looking for a new path, a new direction. You know, where are you going to take yourself? Where is your life leading you? The Page of Pentacles there is asking that question. Something new may be in store for you, but are you ready for it? The Magician seems to indicate that right now you feel like maybe, you know, a little bit insecure, that you're not sure you have the talents or skills and abilities to move forward. Sometimes, though, I have to remind you that not to worry so much about that. Sometimes what happens is in a job, you know, when I got out of library school, it didn't prepare me for some of the work that I had to face in my position. I had to kind of fake it till I make it sort of thing. I had to go along and listen and try to get information on my own until I developed and understood how things worked. And so don't be afraid of that. I mean, sometimes you have to do that. It's not going to just come to you. But I feel here you might be doubting that you have the necessary skills to move forward. And that in and of itself might be why we have the Seven of Swords reversed here. You have to kind of trust in yourself. You have to look out for yourself here and trust in your abilities, or do what you feel is necessary to sharpen those skills so that you're ready to move forward on a positive career path. And unfortunately, with this reading, I don't really see a clear career path. We'll see what the Lenormand says. But go on.
Well, I think
I mean, I was just throwing that out there, but go on. I was waiting for you.
you were? Okay,
Yeah.
because I was waiting for you. Now, I think that maybe what Banshee's talking about is that right now, you know, you're not exactly confident about what your skill levels are or where you can put them. You do have some, but you're not really sure how you want to or can apply them. I think this card is saying you really want something, or you would like to find something that's uncomplicated. And by that, I mean maybe something where there's clearly an outline or a good knowledge of what the function is you do. So it could be as basic as simple service with, you know, people in stores, retail, or in food services, things like that, where things are really simple. It seems like you're not necessarily looking for an area that would put more responsibility on you. You sort of would probably fare better with something that has less responsibility, but defined, simpler, uncomplicated kind of work. So what that is for you in your area, you might have to ruminate on that a little bit. But I do feel that because of this, that maybe once you decide that's where you could go to something that's maybe less complicated, less ultimately skilled, you might find messages that will show you where those kind of places are, what those services are.
Hey, we'd love to spend more time with you, Gina. You're a lot of fun. You are. Absolute. Well, let's see. I'm not ready to. I like what you said there, but I'm not sure. Okay, wow. You got this recently too, I think, Angel Mary. What do you got, Mr. O?
I think it goes along with what I was saying about that page of coins there.
I've got the ship.
And I got the dog.
And the ship came up for you recently too, because I remember we were talking again about travel or finding your, your path somewhere else, right?
Yeah, we were a little bit.
It did come up, but there's the dog. And so I think what this is saying too is stay loyal to the fact that you may have to, or just be cognizant of the fact, keep the faith and realize that you may have to do a little bit of shifts and changes in your life. You may not settle for one path right away.
Well, if like what I was saying is like you're looking for something that's less complicated or less responsibilities, something where maybe you have a general workflow that you can understand and deal with. I'm thinking that maybe a friend, somebody is the person that points you towards that a message, that maybe you just need to take stock of people who may have connections with that. So I think you're going to be connected to this maybe through somebody else. It might not necessarily be something you find on your own, but somebody refers you somehow.
It might be through an overseas connection that you find, a position. But another thing I wanted to add, because it popped into my head.
Right,
Mr.
we knew
O.
about the overseas stuff before.
Another thing that I had is that, you interrupted me. I can't think of what it was now. Oh, that you might be working, maybe your best friend, I like this because the dog is here, the best choice for you might be working into something that has to do with international travel or international relations in some ways.
So it could be something that's kind of clerical related to that, helping keep lists, keeping those travel documents organized with people's a ship or a plane's manifesto, things like that.
Well, if you are a degreed professional, I'm sure it's more than that. It would be something like a diplomat. It could be somebody who just interacts with companies. There's all kinds of possibilities here where you are working with, companies that are multinational, so that there are connections with overseas business. I just kind of think broader with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess so too. I was thinking that you weren't necessarily with a requisite kind of degree or
I'm
certification.
not either, but I'm opening it up to either way.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Very good point. So it really could, something related to travel industry, maybe.
Or just like I said, something to do with international work. And really, the sky's the limit there, because there are so many things. Maybe you could be a translator, for example. Maybe you would go that route. So there's a lot of ways that you could look at, what could I do that has global or international, potentials here.
Very interesting. So I hope we gave you a little room for thought there.
Yeah. Good luck with that. You get that ship so much that I just seem to wonder that there isn't some clue there for you, Angel.
Well, we certainly
Mary.
know you want to.
Good luck with that.
So good luck, Angel.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Sile, have you returned? I have not seen you. If you do not answer in the next 2 or 3 minutes, we're done. You want to make any more announcements, Mr. O?
Let's take a peeky.
Well, there's the modality, and the modality
the modality will be
later.
out tonight at 6 p.m. approximately, and it's cards and astrology information. The modality energies are about helping people focus for their best characteristics or traits to achieve success. Also, we mentioned earlier that Banshee has a new review. It's a review, right?
It's a review of the Fiber Magic book,
which we just gave away earlier to Kara. So awesome about that. So check out our blog for that and other features, as well as videos and the card of the day and stuff like that. Happy hour this next week on Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, will be at 3 p.m. So it's a later happy hour, but we'll be happy to see you. Don't forget, we'll be back on Thursday at 7 p.m.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll be here on Thanksgiving, so bring some pumpkin pie.
Maybe we'll have a special introductory opening to our show. I know that's new for Mr. O.
Uh-oh.
Which means I've got ideas that he'll have to implement for me.
She's going to serve pumpkin pie and then squirt the whipped cream on me. I don't know.
Stay tuned, and if you've got nothing to do Thanksgiving evening, we'll be here.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody for joining us today. I hope you had as much fun as we did, and we hope to see you again here real soon.
Congratulations to our winners, Lena and Kara. Once again, thank you for playing.
Awesome, Gina. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.